to remove the duties. The retaliatory taxes aren't the only item up for discussion at the winter policy meeting. RFD-TV's Sarah Monk now joins us from the event.
From state to state, agricultural issues vary tremendously, and especially in the West, unique issues that are confronting farmers and ranchers gain national spotlight at NASDA's Winter Policy Conference. We're lucky to be joined by NASDA's president and Secretary of Agriculture from the state of New Mexico, Jeff Witte. Jeff, talk to us a little bit about just what are the key issues in New Mexico going into 2019?
So in New Mexico, we're a dry state. We're always a dry state, but drought and water policy is always key. Also, federal land management, state land management, and private property rights are always a topic of discussion in our state.
Absolutely. Now, of course, we have a new farm bill that was just approved at the end of last year. As the USDA moves forward in implementing that bill, anything that you're paying extra close attention to as it's relevant in your state?
So there's a lot of unique aspects in New Mexico. The special crop part of the farm bill is going to be key. Also, the conservation title, the different programs that come through NRCS and the Farm Service Agency are really critical to our folks in New Mexico.
Absolutely. Now, of course, water is a key issue anywhere kind of west of the Mississippi. Talk to us a little bit about how some of those conversations are moving forward. I know you guys heard from EPA about WOTUS today, or in the conference so far. What are you watching on the federal level that might impact New Mexico, especially in 2019?
So WOTUS is going to be a big topic of discussion. The new regulations that are being proposed by EPA, we're watching those pretty closely. We're going to be commenting on them. You know, one of the aspects, because we're a dry state, things like ephemeral streams and when are they regulated, that can be critical in a state like New Mexico, where you may only see water in these tributaries once every 100 or 500 years. We have to make sure we have the flexibility to continue farming and ranching when under the definitions.
Absolutely. Now, I want to also talk, switching gears a little bit, I want to also talk about food. Departments of agriculture at the state level are very focused kind of on both sides of ag and food. Could you talk a little bit about how this conference is focused on food and what maybe are some of the messages that folks are taking back to their states?
So food is, of course, agriculture is all about food and getting it to the people who need it the most. This conference, we've had a lot of opportunity to talk about, some of the unique challenges with the new technologies that are coming out, the new opportunities of delivering food, traceability of food, keeping the food supply safe, but also the farm-to-school type programs and others that really can reach down into a community and connect the farmer to the consumer.
Absolutely. Well, a great way to wrap that up there with a conversation about just how relevant food is to this whole conversation. Again, thanks to Jeff Witte. He's the president of the National Association of State Departments of Agriculture. We'll have more reporting from here at the conference throughout the week. But until then, back to you in the studio.
As always, Sarah, thank you very much. And of course, as she said, we'll get more from the conference tomorrow morning. That'll be at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time during the Market Day Report. Well, rural America does face some unique